New challenge, take a drink every time I say 2025 in this video. Hello everyone, my name is Holly and welcome back. This week has been really hard-hitting when it comes to brand new books being announced. Cover reveals have been dropping, and I thought it'd be a really good idea to round up all of this news into one video just for you, because there is a lot here. I'm assuming because of Worldcon that is currently happening, publishers are like, there is no better time than now to announce some big 2025 titles that we have in store, and I'm loving every second of it. I will be focusing on fantasy, sci-fi, and horror, which is my specialty, and if those are your favorite genres as well, then I highly recommend subscribing. I'm here to do my job correctly, and that is to make your TBRs bigger and have an endless amount of awesome books to read. So let's go ahead and just dive in. First up, we have Orbit Books, who recently announced a brand new imprint called Run For It, which will solely be publishing horror books. I made a whole video about this where I did a lot of speculating, which I'll link above as well as below in the description box. And earlier this week, they actually dropped even more info, including a launch list, where they revealed the first 3 books this imprint will be releasing next summer, unfortunately, but it gives us a really good idea on what we can look forward to from this new imprint of theirs. So let me tell you what those 3 books are. The first one, which we all expected as it was hinted at in their original blog post, Craig DeLuey, one of their top horror authors, will be publishing a book called My Ex, the Antichrist. And Orbit's little tagline here says, it's a novel all about how sometimes you need to save the world from the Antichrist, even if you used to date him. This will be landing in bookstores in summer 2025, so we still have a long time still. The second novel that Run For It will be publishing is Moonflow, which will land in fall 2025. This is a debut horror novel full of eldritch horrors and apparently brain matter splatter galore. Moonflow is promoted to be a very trippy, psychedelic book full of all kinds of weirdness. And lastly, also in fall of 2025, we have I'll Make a Spectacle of You, which is another debut novel, which has me really excited. They are bringing in some new authors for this imprint. So this is a blood-curdling horror novel featuring folk monsters, powerful secret societies, and lots of murder set at a fictional HBCU, and it's supposed to have an like old school slasher feel. Maybe kind of like the Scream movies. That's the vibe I'm getting, at least. So I am very excited about these. Orbit Books has always had a special place in my heart and has always published amazing sci-fi and fantasy, and I'm really hoping that this imprint catches on nicely for them and it gets some hardcore fans and some big names in there, and we can get more awesome horror in our future. Next up is an announcement I wanted to throw in here, even though it was posted at the end of July, but it's also related to Orbit Books, so why not just quickly mention it. They acquired a new book from the author who wrote Fathom Folk. This one titled Harbor of Hungry Ghosts, and I think it sounds really cool. It's a new fantasy about a family of demon hunters and the British Empire in Opium War era Hong Kong. Now, unfortunately, this is planned to be published in 2026. Wow. So long from now, but I will be here when it lands. Maybe, unless my seizures take me out, but other than that, I'll be here. Okay, back to this past week's announcements. Saga Press revealed a new acquisition that they acquired as well as its cover, A Song of Legends Lost. This book was technically announced already by Orbit Books UK, but Saga Press revealed that they will be publishing the US edition in summer 2025. This is a debut fantasy and the start to a fantasy trilogy, and it's for fans of Evan Winter and Andrea Stewart. Like, you could not have said 2 more exciting authors, in my opinion, when it comes to epic, and we do have a synopsis to this one. In the 9 lands, only those of noble blood can summon the spirits of their ancestors to fight in battle. But when Timmy, a commoner from the slums, accidentally invokes a powerful spirit, she finds it could hold the key to ending a centuries-long war. But not everything that can be invoked is an ancestor, but some of the spirits that can be drawn from the ancestral realm are more dangerous than anyone can imagine. Super pumped for this one, and I'm really happy that Saga is publishing it. I think it fits their whole vibe and aesthetic very well. It's kind of giving me Black Sun vibes. Next up, Del Rey snuck in a not so little announcement this week regarding a new book by horror master himself, Chuck Wendig, called The Staircase in the Woods, which will be published April 29th, 2025. So this upcoming spring. It's of course a horror novel which follows a group of friends and is full of chilling small town vibes. This sounds like a story that is taking an urban legend that you can actually look up on Reddit it and read all about, and Chuck is making it his own and bringing it to life, so I'm really excited about this one. The next big reveal of the week was from Tor Books, who stated they will be publishing a new novel by Tochi Ubuchi titled Harmattan Season, which also came with its own cover reveal. This releases on May 27th, 2025 and is a fantasy noir. And if you know anything about me, I love me my noir fantasy. Now, we do have a synopsis for this one, though it is very long, and a long synopsis like this kind of scared me a little bit because I worry it gives too much info, and I do like to go into books not knowing a whole lot, and I don't want to read it and spoil a ton for you. So if you do want to read that, you can. It's there for you. Now, as for the cover, I love it. I think it looks super cool, very godly feeling. I think the physical version of this is going to look beautiful, and I can't wait to see it. The next book I want to talk about is from Daw Books, who is fast becoming one of my favorite publishers, and there's a specific reason why I want to talk about this book in particular. They recently announced that they acquired the acquisition to a book called House of Dusk, which is planned to land in the fall of 2025. New challenge, take a drink every time I say 2025 in this video. No cover for it yet, obviously, but no, I will be there when they share that. They did post the synopsis, and though it is a romantic fantasy, there are 3 words that sold me. Fire-wielding nun. That is absolutely totally nuts and badass. You don't need to tell me anything more. Those 3 words speak for itself. This romantic epic fantasy features a fire-wielding nun grappling with her dark past and a young spy caught between her mission and a growing attraction to an enemy princess. House of Dusk has the complex relationships, rich and mythic world, and brisk pacing of Tasha Suri's The Jasmine Throne, Samantha Shannon's Priory of the Orange Tree, and Shannon Chakraborty's The Adventures of Amina Al-Sarafi. Great comparisons. They know what they are doing over there. I am really excited to see what the cover is going to look like to this one. If it features a nun wielding fire on the cover, I will melt in a puddle and propose, probably. And lastly, there were 2 big cover reveals. The first one is from Harper Voyager. They revealed the cover to Sue Lin Tan's new standalone fantasy, Immortal. This is the author of the Daughter of the Moon Goddess series, and she definitely has a cover theme with her books because it looks very similar. Maybe it's the same artist, and I love that, honestly. This will release on January 7th. And the last cover reveal is from Bloomsbury, and they revealed the 5th book in the Bone Season series by Samantha Shannon, The Dark Mirror, which will be out February 25th. I actually didn't realize there's going to be a 5th book in this series. Holy smokes. I'm sure a lot of fans are excited about that though. Hello everyone, Editing Holly here. Figures the day that I'm uploading this video, there was yet another cover reveal, and I really wanted to mention it because not only would I feel like I would regret it if I didn't, but it's of an author I know a lot of you enjoy. So Tor Books just announced this cover reveal to Emily Tesch's new book, The Incandescent. Incandescent, that's a very hard word for my Ohio accent to say, so I apologize. It should be on the screen for you, which is hitting shelves this upcoming spring, and they are promoting it as Naomi Novik's Schoolmance series meets plain bad heroines in this sapphic dark academia fantasy. I do really like this cover. It reminds me a lot of a star constellation. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what it's going for. I'm unsure if it's a full novel or if it's a novella. I'm going to assume a novella. I could be totally wrong. I'm sure if you just did 30 seconds of research, I could find it, but I'm trying to quickly throw this into the video. So yeah, I thought I would let you guys know. And that's all I have for you today. Let me know if you enjoyed this and want to see more videos like this, because I for sure can do that for you along with my monthly book releases videos. I'm here to show you all the exciting new books. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Click the like button. It really helps me out. And if you're not subscribed, now would be a great time to do so. So until we meet again, happy reading.